into play, because a good development, but you buy the wrong unit, can have drastically different returns, as we can see over here. The next thing is that the exit also, right, you can see 1 year difference can make a difference of almost $100 over $1,000. The exit is even more important. How did our results stand, right, comparing to our other neighbors in Lake Grand? So if you just look at this table, so what is this table? This table is all the transactions in Lake Grand ranked by percentage annualized profits, okay, from highest to lowest. So we have our highest, our friend over here with our good neighbor over here with 5.1% annualized, and this is us at 3.4% lah. All the way down here, I would say we are a good the 20th best unit there, right? So good 20 other neighbors that did better than us, okay, in terms of percentage annualized profits. And if you look at this table, another thing that you will see is that most of them that make the higher annualized profits, right, actually sold later than us. You see over here, we're the only one that sold in 2020, the rest of them sold 2021, 2022. So immediately you will say, Alvin, you sold too early, okay? And actually, me and Elizabeth, we had this discussion at that point in time, right? Is it too early to sell? Should we hold on to it for a little longer? So now, if a very simple calculation, you can see that the PSFs over here, I think, of course, we have a champion here at 1,700 PSF, but it's a little bit of an outlier. Let's take that out. But I think it's reasonable to say we could have sold at maybe 1,006 PSF, right? Had we hold on to today, that will represent a difference of about let's see, we calculate, right? 1,006 minus 1,486, 114 PSF times 861, we would have made an additional close to $100,000 if we hold on to today, right? But that would also mean, by holding on to this property, that would also mean we would have missed out on our opportunity to purchase Park Esta, right? Of which we are currently sitting on close to 300, conservatively actually, $300,000 profit. So why I've shown this, I took this out to share this example is, I just got off a call, maybe you are watching here, hello, right, don't want to mention names, last night, okay, with one of our followers. So he was asking me, like, hey Alvin, so if you're in my position, what would you do? So he's sitting on, it's about a $1 million property. So, which is why my answer to him is the same case study I use myself as a case study. Most likely, all the properties that you continue to hold, the prices will continue to go up, right? But just simply seeing it from that angle, it's a little myopic in my opinion, right? So I would layer one more consideration on top of that. What is your income and what is your age? Does that asset, the size of the asset, match up with your income? And surprisingly, this is something that quite a fair number of people do miss out on, right? I've also met some clients that have about, they own 2 properties, one for own stay, one for investment, but combined income a good $20,000, $25,000, $30,000, but the investment property only $600,000, $700,000. Good rental yield, but it's only growing on $600,000 when they could very easily, if they were to sell and restructure. Hello, sorry to interrupt. We'd like to take the opportunity to thank you for watching the video, and also to share why we do what we do. Is to empower consumers with hard facts and figures, quality research, and real-life examples to allow them to make the most informed property decisions. So if you found our videos useful, the only thing we ask for is for you to smash that like and subscribe button so that the YouTube algorithm can can push out our videos to more consumers. Thank you, and back to the video. Be sitting on like at least a $1.3 to $1.5 million purchase, right? So everything price will go up. Now, if you follow us enough, you shared so much fundamentals, right? Everything the price will go up. Just make sure the property you are sitting on, it's big enough, because you know, if we had kept on to it, right, grew another 100,000, but if you were to, on top of the 100,000, grow another 20%, it's still growing off a $1.1 million. But for the $1.7 million that we are sitting on, thanks to Park Esta, if that goes up 10%, is quite a fair bit more lah. Okay, and then so next part, looking at this, would I have bought another unit or should I have bought another unit type? For those of you who follow, sometimes I whine about the fact that I bought a 2+ study when I should have actually bought a 3-bedroom. Now looking in hindsight, Lake Grand, the interesting thing about Lake Grand is all the unit types also can make money. We have the first one, right, which I checked out, is a 4-bedder, right, 1173 square feet 4-bedder. 980 square feet is a 3 compact. 721 square feet is a 2-bedder, 2-bed, 2-bath. 614 square feet, 2-bed, 1-bath. 1302 square feet, 5-bedroom. So 5-bedroom, of course, Quantums, they have made the most, close to $500,000. My guess is this guy, I mean, he got a really high PSF for it. So this is also another interesting trend that we see moving forward. I'm going to put it out there. PSS for larger units moving forward will be higher than the smaller units, and that's not, we started to see that from the developer side. If you look at like Woodley Residences, for example, the larger units actually have a higher PSF, and I think I did mention this, I think maybe a year and a half ago, that I foresee this being a trend moving forward. Why? Because of the high demand for larger units, and also because it is the owner-occupiers that are buying and paying for these larger units, and they are doing it for their own stay, and they have the capacity to afford it, and also because the demand likely outweigh the supply, hence the ability to charge this kind of prices. Okay, so of course, now in hindsight, would I have bought another unit? Looking at the fact that you see a lot of the 614 square feet make quite a lot of money as well. As a matter of fact, more money than me, maybe I wouldn't have spent so much lah, right? Don't go in between, either go for a smaller unit or you move up to buy a 980 square feet 3 compact. But then I got it at launch day, and actually at that point in time there weren't that many options available for me already, right? But I mean, all in all, turn out well. It's not that I'm complaining, alright? So don't flame me to say overly greedy, right? This is a learning experience, right? What would we have done differently? Okay. All right. Okay, next up, right, zooming out into Lakeside, okay, now also to see, right, had we not bought Lake Grand, if we bought something else in that area, would we have done better? Okay, so now if we zoom in, right, what I've done is to rank the developments around Lakeside MRT in the order of from the highest percentage analyzed, average annualized capital gains from high to low. So we see Caspian being ranked the highest, followed by Lakeshore, then Lake Homes, which is a EC, then Lake Point, then Lakefront, Lake Grand, Lakeview, followed lastly by Park Vista, which is really old. Can't remember if this is the one that just went en bloc, but yeah. So if we rank it just like that, you may be thinking, yeah, wow, like that means you should have bought resale, right? All the agents say buy new launch, but in the end actually resale make more money. But then again, right, I think this is a bit simplistic, right, to gauge it simply because of this couple of reasons why. Number one, in recent years, especially the last 1 to 2 years, the resale market has picked up a lot under other circumstances which may not have been the case. Okay, so now to make it more comprehensive, to make this exercise a little more comprehensive, I've actually zoomed in and picked out some of the transactions, right, of people that bought about the same time and sold about the same time, and then let's take a look at what are their profits made. So we have Caspian. Okay, we have these units that bought in also 2016, sold, right, 2020 to 2022. You see over here, the average annualized gains, some of them do actually beat us at 3.4. But if you look all the way down, so I have Caspian and Lakeshore, which is the top two if we look at the table earlier on. Only maybe one guy or two guys beat us at 3.4% and 4.6%, right? Fair number did not beat us at 3.4%. Now, what do I learn? From this? Okay, couple of things. First thing is that in the resale market, it is a lot harder to get it right. Okay, now that's one conclusion, right? You can get it right. There are people that do better than buying new launches, but how do you know, right? To be honest, if you ask me to look at it, why this guy is at 4.6, other than the fact that he bought a larger unit, right? But there's this other guy as well that bought a similar size unit, right? But made much lesser. Much lesser than him, albeit sold 1 year difference lah. They bought at almost the same PSF but sold at about 100 PSF difference, hence the difference in profits. So, but both did quite well. So of course, big units, okay. So if I use my budget, right, I think I would have been able to buy this 1001 square feet unit over 1001 square feet unit over here at 0727, of which I definitely would have done quite badly at only 0.7% percentage annualized, making $40,000 profit in the same period of time. Okay, if not, then maybe buy Lakeshore. Okay, this 1163 square feet unit. One only make $28,000, the other one make $200,000. So at the end of the day, I just feel that if you ask me, if you are an investor, you want to make money, it's easier to buy something that is new. But it doesn't mean resale you cannot make money, you can. You just need to be a lot more careful. There are a lot more considerations to put into play, because a good development, but you buy the wrong unit, can have drastically different returns, as we can see over here. The next thing is that the exit also, right, you can see 1 year difference can make a difference of almost $100,000. The exit is even more important, right? For a newer development, you exit early, you exit later, you just make a bit lesser, but this one the difference can be quite a lot. Let's look at this Lakeshore one over here. A 4 months difference, the difference in profit can be $28,000 and $200,000. Okay, so more things to consider, right? So if you don't think you are that skillful, you don't think you know enough, alright, it's easier you just buy something that is new lah, but that being said, also, I'm going to caveat that, because if we see later on, there are some examples, they buy new, but buy wrong new one, also cannot make money, right? Stay tuned, I'm going to talk about that later on. Okay, so